Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here, and I'm gonna do a 2 versus 2 commentary video here for the Medieval 2 Total War series here. And yes, it's a team battle. I hate team battles, and I'm pretty inexperienced at Medieval 2. Even though I've had this game forever, I've only played. I think I've still played less than 100 games out of the many years that I've had this game. But anyways. Each team here has 20,000 florins to work with, so each player has 10,000 florins to work with. And I am using the Byzantine Empire. My ally, his name is Nagasakitablegobs. He commands Scotland. Our opponents command Hungary and Denmark. In command of Hungary is SunWukong. In command of Denmark is... his name is Stupid Gringo 84. And they have linked up their armies somewhat. And I am marching towards Scotland here so we can unite our armies over on this side. Well, I will be. So let's go ahead and look really quick. My ally is actually pretty new at this game. Throughout the game I'll be telling him like what to do. Like right now I see his formation here. He forms like this little half noob circle here. And he can't even protect his archers like that because they're in tight formation if they want to stay within the confines of this noob circle. So I tell him, hey, since I'm anchoring the right flank, you don't have to form your pikes facing at me because that's kind of redundant. So he goes, okay. And so he puts his pikes and extends them like that. And even over here it's kind of unnecessary. In fact, it's kind of a hindrance, because it means that we're just going to stay here. But he's going to move forward a little bit, which is good. So let's look at my army. I have 4 units of peasant archers. I have, let's see, I have 3 units of dismounted Latin cons, these guys. 3 units of the Varangian Guard. 4 squadrons of the cataphracts. Those are awesome units, I like them. And 1 unit of the Latin cons. These are mounted Latin cons, of course. Let's go look at my ally's army. He has a bunch of Highland pikemen. He also has some Scots pike militia. Their uniforms look a little bit less flashy compared to the Highlanders. See, like the Highlanders, they look kind of like Mel Gibson and Braveheart. And here's a unit of spear militia. Oh, by the way, my ally thought... Here, let me tell you the rules. The rules were maximum 2 horse archers, maximum 5 cav, no artillery, and no elephants. So, my ally thought it was a maximum of 2 cavalry. So, when he saw everyone's cav, he says, hey, what happened to the maximum 2 cav rule? And we told him it was actually a maximum of 2 horse archers. As for cav in general, it was 5. So my opponent had a derp moment there. So anyways, he has a unit of dismounted feudal knights, pretty good unit. Some Highlanders, another Highlander unit, some Gallo-Glikes. Here's a feudal knight squadron. And he does have some archers here somewhere. Yeah, he has 2 units of noble Highland archers, and he has his general's bodyguard. And let's go look at the Danish army here. Bunch of crossbows, peasant archers and crossbows. Look at that. It's a bunch of crossbows and these guys for Denmark. And he has some Norse swordsmen in the back. And they were doing some cav movement opposite my wing over there. And I'm the one with most of the cav because my ally thought it was a maximum of 2 cav. Here's some scouts. So they have a lot of like light cav. Here's a Norse axe unit. I'll just look at all their armies right now since they're right next to each other. Pavy spearmen carry these really huge shields. Look at that. Dismounted chivalric knights. Transylvanian peasants. Some more Norse swordsmen. Here are some Croat axemen. Some people were asking about. I said some people were axing. No, some people were asking about like Croat units, and here's a Croat unit. It's a Croat axeman unit. He has quite a few of those. Those axes look pretty intimidating, actually. And Norse Axemen. That's pretty awesome looking, actually. See those guys? More scouts. But anyways, here's a general's bodyguard. That's stupid gringos. I'll just call him Gringo. Anyhow, this guy rolled up his scouts over here, and you can see here I shot and killed 5 of them. See that? He got a little too close to my peasant archers over here. My archers might be poor, but what they lack in wealth, they make up for in their lust for blood. And they also have a lack for fashion, of course. Hey, where are you guys going? Oh, we're just embarrassed about our fashion, man. No, so yeah, that is the situation here. As I said, I barely played this game. But anyways, I see all that cav just gathering over on this wing. See that? Moving all their cav on my side. And what I want to do is pick a fight with their cav. Oh yeah, there's some Magyar cav. Let me show you a close-up of these guys. They're basically like skirmish type cav units. Horse archers. They look kind of like the elves in Lord of the Rings. Which, by the way, I have not seen The Hobbit yet. I'm getting some messages from multiple people. Sorry, that's kind of important. Anyways, this is, once again, in command of Hungary is SunWukong. So this guy is bringing up his archers. This is the Danish player. Look at that. He has tons of archers and crossbows. It's like, what? Right here is 8 units of crossbows and peasant archers. In the back is where they kept their melee units. So I see all these horses on this side, and I really want to pick a fight. Because I don't want to keep staying still the way we are right now. So I tell my ally, hey, I'm gonna go pick a fight with their horses, and I invited his 2 squadrons of cav to come along. These guys. And he says, sure, okay. So he will bring those 2 units of horses with him to accompany my little harassment. But as I said, my ally is kind of new here. And you're going to see him just moving up his archers, and they look really closely packed there. See that? He's just going to move right up here in range of those 8 archers and crossbows. And yeah, I wasn't very happy about that, but I think he brings them back eventually. Anyhow, they're getting shot, so I guess he doesn't bring them back. And I mean, it's no big deal. It's just a game, but yeah, when you play team games, you will sometimes get new players. You have to do your best to help them. So I'm coming forward here to harass these horses, but then I see these Pavis spearmen, so I'm gonna come back. And as I'm retreating my horses, I see his archers charging forward here. And it's not just his archers. He's also charging forward with his cav over here. I think he left his other cav unit back here. Yeah, he left this 1 unit of cav back there. And so he's moving his feudal knights to the side, and he's getting shot by something right now. But he lost his archers on that side, see that? And what does he do? I thought he was gonna stop, but he's gonna go right at them by himself. So I said, oh crap. So now I have no choice. I have to throw my cav forward here. I don't want my ally losing too many of his troops, but he already lost this unit of feudal knights here. So I'm just gonna go right at this guy. at the Hungarians and the Danish cav. And I'm also going to charge right at these Pavy spears, even though I know it's kind of a risk because they are spearmen and they are in formation right now. But I don't want to just keep standing back. So I'm bringing all my units forward here. Meanwhile, my allies moving some of his guys forward. Some of them. So there's this big cav fight. It's all my cav versus the combined horse might of Hungary and Denmark. And there's also some foot units here. Here's some Croat axemen and also some dismounted chivalric knights. Pavi's spearmen. And my ally does bring in his unit of feudal knights. They stopped around and came back. And I lost a unit right here of cataphracts. But yeah, I'm racing all of my infantry this way. But meanwhile, my ally has stopped moving. See this? He has stopped moving. I guess he's scared of the archers in front of him. But here's this huge fight here, and I'm getting the upper hand. See this? All those routing units? Those are the Hungarians routing. And so I'm taking my victorious units, and I'm going to slam into these Danish units who are still resisting me on this side. So I pretty much obliterated all the horses on this side. And sorry, I had a text message. Anyhow, my ally also has that unit of feudal knights in there. And yeah, I managed to clear out those Croat axemen, those dismounted chivalric knights, and Pavy spears, in addition to all of the enemy horses for the most part. There's a unit of Magyar cav back there. But look, my ally is still not moving his troops here. So, in order to encourage my ally to move forward, I bring up my peasant archers to harass these archers over here. And I'm like, dude, please come forward here. Please support my attack. And he's just sitting here. See this? He's not supporting me. All the meanwhile, they are sending in reinforcements to that side. And then that's my ally's general. He just died. The only thing keeping them back are all those crossbows and knights. I mean, crossbows and archers over there. Anyhow,
our men are under attack.
Look at all these guys.
Need to act.
They're sending all these reinforcements, and I have no support from my ally right now. Like none. And I'm screaming, dude, please send your troops forward, please, please. Look at all my guys dying here. There's this unit of some Danish resistors here. So SunWukong is laying in all the pressure here on this side. Well, I managed to wipe out the enemy's cav for the most part. They still have this unit of Magyars and this really heavily depleted unit. I just killed the general. I think that was the Danish commander right there. But I'm getting swarmed on this side, and after constant screaming, like typing in caps lock for my ally to move forward, he's finally throwing all his troops forward, finally. But yeah, my guys have bit the dust for the most part. But I already know now. Oh, there goes my enemy. I mean, there goes my commander. Dead. Killed by Croat. Well, actually, those are Transylvanian peasants, I believe. But anyhow, my ally didn't have to worry about any horses, but I killed them all. And he didn't have to worry about many melee infantry, because Denmark mainly had these archers and crossbows. So I told my ally to just ignore all of these skirmishers of Denmark and just go for these melee units of Denmark. And so here I am. I lost all my melee units for the most part, but I've kept my 4 archers extremely healthy here.
My lord,
And I'm just shooting to the backs of these guys over here. And as they move forward here in a big clump, I have my guys on skirmish mode, so my guys are going to run away automatically. My objective now is to keep this force of Hungarians away from my ally. All my ally has to do is just send his troops forward to bash down these Danish units. Because Denmark wasted so much money on skirmish units that my ally only needs to just push forward and that will destroy Denmark easily. But I gotta keep Hungary busy here. See this? So my guys are running backwards. And he decides to ignore my archers. And that's when I just start targeting and focusing fire on those Hungarian units. Hold on. I keep getting messages here. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Just keep watching the screen. Okay, I'm back. It's this girl. She's kind of hot. But, see this big clump right here? I'm just whacking them with my arrows here. Look at that. He's completely ignoring my guys. Actually, this is my ally shooting him over here. But over on this side, these are my guys. I'm showering them from all over. See all those dead units there? That's mainly from archer fire. Actually, a lot of those are me and my ally. But there's no, that's not it. Anyways, I am shooting these guys though. Here's some. Those guys. They're one big clump, which makes it easier to just rain arrows on their heads. And my ally has destroyed Denmark. And I told him, as I said earlier, to ignore the Danish missile units. So he's destroyed Denmark's melee units for the most part. Alright, now to this big clump of Hungarian units here. And my guys are just going to town. See this? From all sides, I'm just destroying them with my archers. It's a non-stop rapid fire. Looks like a machine gun almost. So these guys are getting whacked from behind. And I probably should have kept my branching guard out of that. But I want to keep them off my allies' back though, at all cost.
Only half the enemy force remains.
So you see this big clump here? Some battlefield assassins over here. I forgot about them. I guess they were hidden earlier. And as I said, I told my ally just to ignore those Danish skirmishers. Because once we kill Hungary here, then I can use my archers and my allies' remaining archers to go after the Danish melee. Sorry, the Danish skirmish units here. Look at that sweet action, guys. It's really sweet. Like, I just want to eat this computer screen right now. See, when you're clumped like that, it is such a ripe target for archers. Oh, my ally is sending all these Highlanders in. That's awesome. So finally, Hungary breaks. And I gotta say, my ally was new, but he ended up coming out on top here. And I'd say that was a great display of teamwork, even though it took him a while to get into the action. But he pulled through in the end. So great teamwork, even though it wasn't the most efficient teamwork. We came out in the end. And yeah, don't get discouraged by an ally if they're new. Just try to help them out. Because everyone starts somewhere, you know? And it is just a game. Now, when your ally starts being obnoxious, then that's when you get mad. But my ally was very nice. So there were no hard feelings. Oh, look at this. This is me taking down some of these Transylvanian peasants here. They were the nearest targets, like, closest to me, so I wanted to shoot some of them. But yeah, battlefield belongs to us. There's some more Danish troops over here. But my ally has them under control.
Victory is ours.
Look at that.
Victory be a salve on our wounds.
Spear militia rout these crossbowmen here. I think Denmark, they spent way too much money on skirmishers. So they weren't able to support the wing that I was destroying them on with all my horses. But yeah, me and my ally did a lot of damage. And yeah, the Byzantines and the Scots have triumphed over the Hungarians and the Danes. We can look at this individual stuff here. Cataphracts. Looks like my Latin cons did the most damage there. My mounted Latin cons. Excuse me. Anyhow, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this Medieval 2 battle. I enjoyed it just because I barely play it, and medieval times isn't my favorite time period. But hey, it's fun to come back to every now and then.